Hello, my dear grade 8 learners. Welcome to our quarter 3, week 5 of our lesson. How are you today? Hope you're doing fine. It's another day to have some fun and learn at the same time. Brace yourself as we dig into the world of math. Today's lesson is all about solving corresponding parts of congruent triangles. But first, let us identify congruent figures and their corresponding congruent parts. Vocabulary. Based on the given picture, what have you observed? Yes, congruent figures have the same size and shape. If it is not congruent, then they have different sizes and shapes. Their corresponding parts, matching sides and angles, are congruent. Again, congruent means they are equal. If we say congruent figures, their corresponding parts are congruent, meaning matching sides have the same length and matching angles have the same degree measure. Two triangles are congruent if all of their parts coincide. That is, for the two triangles to be congruent, they must have the same shape and same size. Consider the triangles below. Suppose that triangle CAB is made to coincide with triangle OFX, such that the vertices of triangle CAB fit exactly over the vertices of triangle OFX. There exists a correspondence between vertices. This is read as vertex C corresponds to vertex O. Vertex A corresponds to vertex F. Vertex B corresponds to vertex X. Doing the same process, if triangle CAB is made to coincide again with triangle OFX such that the sides of triangle CAB fit exactly over the sides of triangle OFX, there exists a correspondence between sides such that this is read as side CA corresponds to side OF. So this is side CA and this is side OF. Side AB corresponds to side FX and side CB corresponds to side OX. The angles and the sides will match up this way. We have the corresponding angles and the corresponding sides. Angle C corresponds to angle O. Angle A corresponds to angle F. Angle B corresponds to angle X. The corresponding sides, we have side CA corresponds to side OF, side AB corresponds to side FX, and side CB corresponds to side OX. Given a correspondence CAB to OFX between vertices of two triangles, if every pair of corresponding sides are congruent and every pair of corresponding angles are congruent, then The correspondence CAB to OFX is called a congruence between the two triangles. When we write triangle CAB congruent to triangle OFX, we mean that the correspondence CAB to OFX is a congruence. The single expression triangle CAB congruent to triangle OFX also tell us the following. For the corresponding angles, angle C is congruent to angle O, or the measurement of angle C is equal to the measurement of angle O. Angle A congruent to angle F, or the measurement of angle A is congruent to the measurement of angle. If we have angle B congruent to angle X, it means the measurement of angle B is equal to the measurement of angle X. For the corresponding sides, if side AB is congruent to side OF, it means that side CA is equal to side OF. If we have side AB that is congruent to side FX, it means that the side AB is equal to our side FX. If we have side CB that is congruent to side OX, this means that the measurement of side CB is also equal to side OX. Remember, two triangles are congruent if and only if their vertices can be paired so that corresponding sides and corresponding angles are congruent. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent, or we have the CPCTC. We have here some examples. Okay, for example number 1, naming congruent parts of congruent figures. Given this figure, let us identify or let us name the congruent parts. For the congruent angles, angle E is congruent to angle S. Angle D is congruent to angle R. And angle F is congruent to angle P. For our congruent sides, we have side ED is congruent to side SR. Side EF is congruent to side SP, and side DF is congruent to side RT. Triangle congruence statement. Triangle EDF is congruent to triangle SRT. Remember, we must list corresponding vertices in the same order. For example number 2, given that triangle IEF is congruent to triangle HGF, find angle H. Given this figure, our task is to find the measurement of angle H. Since angle H corresponds to angle I, and angle I measures 40 degrees. Therefore, the measurement of angle H is also 40 degrees. Why? Because corresponding parts are equal. Example number 3. Given that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC, find the value of y. So based on this figure, what would be the value of y? So for the solution, since AD is congruent to AB, and the measurement of AD is 3y, and the measurement of AB is 18, we have here the solution 3y is equal to 18. So applying the multiplicative property, we will multiply 1/3 both sides. So if we multiply 1/3 to 3y and 1/3 to 18, the answer would be y is equal to 6. Now, let us check if the value of x that we got is correct. Okay, so 3y is equal to 18. What would be the value of y? Let us substitute the value of y that we got. It is 6. So 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Okay, 3 times 6, we have 18. And it is equal to 18. So, therefore, the value of y, which is 6, is correct. For our last example, given the triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle RST, find the value of y, or A, should I say. So, our task is to find the value of A. Now, since angle Y is congruent to angle S, and the measurement of angle Y is 4A minus 4 degrees, and angle S is 48 degrees, we will come up to this solution. 4A minus 4 is equal to 48. Now, applying for the addition property of equality, we will add both sides by 4. Therefore, 4a is equal to 52. Then, applying the multiplication property of equality, we will multiply both sides by 1/4. So 1/4 times 4a is equal to 1/4 times 52. Now, we will get a value of a, which is 13. Now, let us check if the value of a is 13. So, for a minus 4 is equal to 48. Let us substitute the value of a, which is 13. So, 4 times 13 minus 4 is equal to 48. 4 times 13, we have 52. Minus 4 is equal to 48. Now, 52 minus 4, we have 48. And it is equal to 48. A. Therefore, the value of A is equal to 13. And that's all for this session. I hope you have learned something new that will help you to answer the given tasks in your activity sheet. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.